Sorry I missed y'all last night. I was a little tired. But we here in the motherfucking AM. Make sure y'all come in the building. Shout out to my boy Elwood who checked on me last night. Elwood, Blue Ash. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Checking on me. We back at it. Reactions. Man, pray for the city, man. I know people often say that. Man, pray for the city. Pray for Memphis. Pray for your city. Pray for the neighborhood. I was looking today on the news, and I seen where, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhood was shot up today. So I called my pops and hollered at pops and, you know what I'm saying, asked him, have he seen anything? And pops was like, he ain't see nothing, but he heard some shit, you know what I'm saying? So man, yeah, pray for the hood, man. Trying to get through that later on and, you know, kind of see what's happening a little bit. But yeah, like I said, man, top of the motherfucking morning. Elwood, what it do? I had to lay it down, bro. I needed a couple hours, but we here this morning, man. We here. Listen, we going over to the city. I just seen city, you know, city done broke some news, so we gonna go over to the city this morning and we gonna start in Memphis though, man. Tyree Nichols trial. Verdict came back yesterday. I wish I could have watched it live with y'all. Excuse me, but I be on the clock. Man, I just like to keep everything kosher. You know, I be on the clock, I like to keep everything kosher. Top of the motherfucking morning though, man. So we finna get into the Tyreek Nichols. Yeah, that motherfucker felt good too. But we finna get into the Tyreek Nichols trial, man. The verdict came through today, yesterday. Not a formal verdict. I don't think a verdict that the family wanted. The outside world really wanted. But we gonna get into it though. We definitely gonna get into it, so we finna turn it around and reaction time, man. After this, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Let me move this phone up just a tad bit more. There we go. Gonna start this joint. Damn.
Jury, having found that this is a unanimous verdict, the court will read the verdict as follows. In indictment 2300241, State of Tennessee versus Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith, the counsel would like to stand with their clients. The verdicts read as follows. Count 1, second-degree murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty.
What you said? Not guilty.
Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty.
Not guilty.
Count 1.
I don't see Johnny Cochran in
find
there.
the defendant, Justice Smith,
Boy, smiling.
not guilty. Count 2. Aggravated assault, acting in concert. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 3, aggravated kidnapping with bodily injury. We, the jury, find the defendant
Boy,
to
free
Darius
now.
Bean
Mother
not
got
guilty.
why would they say about these vigilantes?
Count 3,
Shit.
we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty.
Or is this just for the state?
Count
They
3,
still got some
we,
fed
the
time?
jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
This shit crazy. Not guilty.
Count 4,
This sound like
aggravated
all
kidnapping
charges.
with a deadly weapon.
Ain't no fed time.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Darius Bean, not guilty.
Man, all fuck shit.
Count 4, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty.
Brought that bullshit ass jury in from
Count
Chattanooga.
4, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
Man, shout out to Miss Tanisha Johnson, who's one of the
Count 5, official misconduct,
defense
unauthorized
attorneys.
exercise of official authority. We,
From
the
the
jury,
city.
find the defendant,
Did an
Darius Bean,
excellent job.
not guilty.
You know, we trying to get her on the Lay Bloomer
Count
podcast
5,
as well.
we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 5, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
Shout out to the
Count
members
6,
and the moderators.
official misconduct, refraining from performing a duty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Darius Bean, not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty.
Shit fucked up.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
I'm talking about a
Count
bunch
7,
of vigilantes.
official oppression. We, the jury, find the defendant, Darius Bean, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley,
Not guilty.
Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin
about
Smith, not
Not
guilty.
guilty of nothing. Folks ain't do shit. They were righteous. They were righteous. Them folks ain't do shit.
Otis Sanford, political analyst here for ABC 24.
How do you
joining us now.
even
Otis, I just
explain
want
it?
your initial thoughts and just reactions from today's outcome.
Well, I have two sort of extreme reactions. One is I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna say that. Just sitting here thinking about it, I also thought about it last night or yesterday when I first seen this case, man, and saw the verdict of it. This is where that lawsuit exceeds the verdict. It ain't a doubt in my mind. Everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes, allegedly. But it ain't a doubt in my mind that $500 million lawsuit is impossible. That $1 billion lawsuit played a part in this. Hey, we're not gonna let you sue the city for $500 million and win the case. Do you know how much? Remember, they already said that that lawsuit would put the city in debt. And I really do feel like Memphis don't have $500 million to give to nobody. No, not one individual. So, do you know how much ill will and how much blame, how bad that looks the city to a civil suit, $500 million, and your officers lose the case? It looks bad all the way around the board for the city of Memphis, though. So I think when it came to this case, it was more of it turned more into a political thing. Protect the code in blue. We're gonna hear what Otis Sanford, Pastor Earl Fisher, got to say a little bit about it.
Worst charges, the murder charges, they were found not guilty. I'm not surprised by that. It seems to me that the ones who did the most in terms of causing Tyree Nichols' death are the ones who pled guilty to the charge. So I'm not surprised by that. I am surprised that none of the lesser charges, oppression and failing to follow procedure and things like that.
You hitting them and tell them, bitch, you gonna bust them up, and you kicking them in the head, you hitting them with a baton. Like, they should require that some of you weak ass police officers hit the gym, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the gym, stop getting that motherfucker, stop spending all that time with that black spray, getting that motherfucking spray on your head. Work out some more, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause anytime it take 4, 5 niggas, men, grown men, and y'all can't deal with one person other than killing them, they let me know for one, you boys ain't never put belt to ass before other than, you know what I'm saying, with the police force, and then y'all did it the wrong way. Because if you don't really kick the ass before, and you know what I'm saying, man, there was some people that didn't know what they were doing. Niggas were scared they were hitting themselves. Scared that they were being Bozo the Clown, man. A bunch of niggas hitting a nigga and probably were punching each other. Everybody spraying themselves and shit, man. The city dropped the ball on this one, though.
No guilty verdicts on any of those, and it doesn't seem like the jury even considered that. That's my initial reaction. But you know, I think I said before that I'm just not convinced that the prosecution put on enough proof.
How much proof do you need?
They didn't have anybody from the police department that I heard that talked about policies and procedures, which was part of the defense. And so I'm just surprised I was surprised by the lack of a robust prosecution here when the defense brought in at least 17 witnesses, and of course you have what appears to be a police-friendly jury here. Those are my
exactly.
Yeah, you're echoing a lot of the same notes that Pastor Fisher had here.
I stole his notes.
and I didn't.
I stole his notes and I beat him here.
Right. And I was driving, didn't even hear it, so I didn't steal his.
No, for sure.
Right,
One of the
just
things that
sentiments.
District Attorney Mulroy said was the fact that they felt like they did everything they could have. He couldn't really think back, and he wasn't going to take it there. Essentially, just what they should or shouldn't have done.
Then, hold on.
What do you think about his reaction?
Hold on, let me go to this. Let me let y'all hear. What was the lawyer at? Here we go, right here. When they asked the lawyer, was he gonna retry the case?
Makes you feel extra.
Man, we just
It's an Aldi thing. It's
man,
the showing
condolences
you
to the
GMC of
Nichols
Collierville
family. I
Springtime
mean,
Super
to his
Sale
mama,
with
I don't
over
think she had the
300 new
same
vehicles
last
in
name,
inventory.
but condolences, man.
WSMV4 breaking news alert.
I'm gonna say this. Man, Memphis is fucked up on all levels, man. As you seen, as y'all guys watching it, this is from the courts to the streets. It's just, and I know there's other cities like that, but I'm in Memphis right now, so I'm just only speaking on Memphis. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, man. I always tell people that it's rough. You know who it is? Rodney King style. Rodney King didn't just lay there either. You know what I'm saying? They broke out 7, 8, 9 batons on Rodney King, and he didn't just lay there. You know, he was trying to get up and shit. They whooped the shit out of Rodney King. So I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. They whooped the shit out of Rodney King on camera. They whooped the shit out of Tyree Nichols on camera. Chased him down, jumped him, punched him, kicked him, stumped him, maced him, tased him. No alcohol in the system. No weed in the system, I don't think. Low levels. Mushrooms in the trunk, supposedly. And out of all that, they might still get the ass whooping up his lifetime? Nah.
We are breaking into programming to let you know there's been a verdict in the trial of the former Memphis police officers accused in the beating death of Tyree Nichols.
Right, so all of them, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith, they were all just found
not guilty
They're gonna
on
miss
all counts
Tanisha
today in a
Johnson,
state
man.
courtroom
One
in
of the
Memphis. We've
super
been watching
defense
this live
attorneys here in
picture
Memphis.
right
Now I
here.
did
And right
reach
now, they're
out
about
to her.
to talk to
And
District
if y'all
Attorney
ain't
Steve
seen it,
Mulroy.
go
That is
appreciate
him
that
in the white hair
they
walking in the
commentary
hallway. It looks like he's
on
been
the
followed
interview with
or
me and
being
Mrs.
followed by the press there. When he starts talking,
Tamila
we're going to
Story.
get you take you live to that scene. Now, we can tell you those police officers faced a long list of charges, including second-degree murder,
They faced a
aggravated
long
assault,
list of
aggravated
charges.
kidnapping, and official
And
misconduct.
these
So a
boys
jury
don't
took
get
about
hit with
8.5 hours over the
nothing.
course of 2 days to
Would
deliberate, to
obviously
reach their
strongly
verdict.
disagree
And the
with
full trial lasted
We,
9
in
days.
good
Let's
faith,
listen in
brought
Mulroy here.
this case, and I am convinced to this day that we had compelling evidence that showed
You meant Tanisha
that
Johnson.
there
Tanisha
was
Johnson
proof
on
for
here,
every
man.
element of every one
I'm
of the
trying to get her on the
offenses that we charged.
podcast.
The jury took a different view. That is, of course,
The
their
black
right.
sister
That's
over
the part
here.
of the decision.
She did an excellent
I want to start
job
out
in
by
closing
commending
remarks.
the trial team, Mr. Hagerman, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Headley, who did an excellent job. I wouldn't have done anything different.
Whole defense
I thought
team
they-
did an
they
excellent
brought a
job.
compelling
Stellar
case
job, though.
to bear. I also want to commend the family of Tyre Nichols, who showed extraordinary grace and resilience through an incredible ordeal, an unimaginable ordeal. It's hard for me to understand, as I'm sure it's hard for the public to understand, or many in the public anyway, who watched that video, who heard the testimony, who heard the compelling arguments of trial counsel. It's hard for us to imagine how someone could say that none of the defendants were guilty of any of the
Right.
charges.
None.
I personally think any fair-minded person who watches the video would come to the conclusion that
She did something.
everybody there had some responsibility
Right.
for Tyre Nichols' death.
You did
And as I
something.
said, the jury took a different view. What I do know is this. Tyre Nichols is dead and deserves to be alive. And
Condolences
That
to
is a
the
tragedy.
family, man.
it's my hope that the public understands that this is part of the system and that our office will continue to push for accountability for everybody who violates the law, including, if not especially, those who are sworn to uphold it.
What do you think the, what just didn't connect? What do you think it was?
Shit,
Was
we
it
don't
the,
know.
Training? Was it the character witnesses? What do you think it was?
It's so hard to figure that out.
Exactly.
It could be any number of a million things, and I am disinclined to try to say, oh, we should have done this differently or we should have done that differently, because I think the trial team did an excellent
I
job.
think they did an excellent job, man.
You
This
know,
shit, when it's corrupt,
obviously
it's
you
just
had a
corrupt.
situation where, arguably two of the more culpable defendants were not present.
Right.
Then that allowed the remaining defendants to point the finger at others. I personally think that when you take a look at all of the evidence, that shouldn't matter.
No.
Perhaps the jury took a different view. It's just impossible to say.
I know it's very early, but is this a case that you all are looking to retry?
Ooh. Put him on the spot.
I think it is too early for us to say that. I don't know what the grounds would be for that.
No.
We do have to accept the finality of a jury verdict in most cases.
Any thoughts about the jury being from Chattanooga and then all-white jury?
Obviously, people
All
have
white
mentioned
jury
that
from
as an issue. I'm
Chattanooga.
not going to speculate about that. I think it's a testimony to the fairness of our criminal justice system that we bent over
Like,
backwards
what sense did
to
that
get a
make?
jury from another jurisdiction to assure that
All white jewelry. So that right there, I didn't know that part until I saw this last night. And I'm just tending to believe that all white jewelry is not gonna put themselves in Tyre Nichols' shoes like that. All white jewelry, more so, just me. Like he said, it was the atmosphere was officer friendly. That jury was officer friendly, was judicial friendly, had to be law abiding. I mean, not had to be anything that breaks a law against it. It had to be. They felt like they had to feel everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes, allegedly, but going by the verdict, they had to feel like Tyree Nichols put himself in their position. And that those officers were doing everything that they were supposed to do in the scope of work, in the line of work. With the verbiage, the kicking, the stomping, the punching. Tyree Nichols not one time swung at anybody. It don't take 5, 6 men to mollywop it. It don't take that. It was overkill. It was overdone, Shit sad.
The defendants were given a fair trial. Beyond that, I don't think I should comment.
The defense did work on pointing at Emmett Martin as the most violent of everyone there. It seems that the man had landed with the jury. You're securing a guilty plea for Emmett Martin. Can you talk a little more about his involvement?
Well, obviously, I think the proof speaks for itself, and Mr. Martin was, extremely involved and culpable, and played a key role.
So it ain't over with.
Unjustified death of Tyree Nichols. What's going to happen over at the federal court and what will happen with his case remains to be seen.
What kind of conversation did you have with Tyree Nichols' family when they left today?
We spoke to them briefly. Obviously, they were devastated. I think you could imagine that they would be devastated. I think they were outraged, and I think we can understand why they'd be outraged by this result, given the evidence. They quite understandably decided that they needed to go home and process all this, and we're going to give them that respect and respect their privacy.
What is this? That is Memphis District Attorney Steve Mulroy addressing the media.
It's a hard pill to swallow, man. It's a hard pill to swallow. Okay, we finna go to there's some shit I said earlier before I went to sleep. Key like me, I came back young, 30 guy. Oh, damn, gee, really. It was some footage I was watching. We're gonna go with this little Durk joint read. Little Durk second murder for high paperwork had jail how. We're gonna go to this real quick, man.
Craft together something special.
Man, already, man. Hopefully.
The Memorial Day sale at Lazy Boy
Hopefully they come back,
Don't
man.
miss some of our biggest deals of the year.
know,
Huge savings.
nigga ain't reaching jail on no value.
Don't miss
You know what I'm
this
saying,
chance to
but
upgrade your comfort for less at Lazy
You know what happened, man. Nigga ain't wishing jail on them, but damn.
One of the dumbest cases you
Shit
ever
crazy.
hear about, where we know the reason why.
Damn,
feds
just get away with shit like
reference
that.
Lil Durk to the second murder.
Here we go though, y'all. Lil Durk's
It's all because of this
second
moron
indictment.
saying this to a confidential source, aka confidential informant, while in prison. Trust me, this is a longer video, but you ain't gonna want to miss none of this. This has to be one of the dumbest things that you have heard in a long time.
Man,
if you think I am kidding,
everything I'm saying is for entertainment purpose, allegedly. But shit, man. Smirk, yo.
When I tell you this, let's go.
Shout out to Sid and Ash, man. You know you gonna have that paperwork up.
I was flying all day yesterday, so excuse me for being late. If you can, man, hit the like button like you like. All we need is 4K likes, man, and we just gonna get straight into it. This paperwork, this is the second murder for hire that got a Lil Durk name attached to it. So there's gonna be parts that I skip. It's only because I already did all the reading before.
Yeah, he did.
So if it sounds like, dang, Nash, you don't want to read this, it's because I already did before, man. So yeah, it is what it is. United States of America versus Preston Powell, also known as Marley.
This is allegedly, I think, the shit with
So this is the government responding to it, all right? Introduction. On January 27, 2022, this is Montgomery Wilson, who is also known as AJ, and Preston Powell, who is also known as Marley, killed Stephon Mack, who is also known as Youngin, outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland to collect a cash payment for his murder. So that right there is already telling y'all it's a murder for hire already with these cats. In October 2023, Montgomery Wilson and Powell were charged by indictment with using a facility of interstate commerce with the intent that a murder for hire to be committed and that a death did result in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1958, and conspiring with each other and to use a facility of interstate commerce with the intent that a murder for hire be committed.
Top of the morning,
and
top
death
of the
did result
morning,
in
top
violation
of the
18
morning.
U.S.C. 1958 docket 1. Montgomery Wilson was also
Trying to
charged
get one
with
in
being
early,
possession of
a
a firearm
laugh in
in
early
violation
for
of
the
18
workday
U.S.C.
started.
922G1 after Mac's murder. But before he was charged in this case, Montgomery Wilson served time in state prison. While in state custody, Montgomery Wilson discussed Mac's murder
Coming in the
with himself.
building. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button.
That's rule number.
We're doing reaction,
65 or
Durk
something like that,
superseding
right? Unbeknownst to
indictment
Montgomery Wilson,
Let's say the
had agreed
Nash
to
do the
assist the
read.
government by recording their conversations. Hereafter, CS. As discussed below during his recorded conversation with the CS, Montgomery Wilson detailed how he
Now, this the second joint. This the GF. This the joint with Quando Rondo and Lil Pap. It's the second joint right here.
They're talking about Lil Durk. Powell has moved to sever his trial from
Montgomery Wilson's this the Durk joint. My bad. Yeah.
Powell contends that severance is necessary because Montgomery Wilson recorded statements to the CS, which the government intends to introduce a trial. You think?
He said he wasn't gonna read all this shit, and furthermore, he's tending to read all of this shit.
She collapsed on the side of the nearby train tracks. Montgomery Wilson ran over the Max, stood over him, and executed him. Surveillance footage depicting what transpired attached as Exhibit 1.
Now, I don't know who this is. What's going on? You folks got so much bullshit going on.
Factual background: the murder of Stephon Mack. Basically, we're just gonna talk about how he was parked for a moment. And next thing you know,
this is Chicago.
Came out the side of the parking lot, and the shooters remained in the car waiting for him. And then around 2:59, Mac came out the center, and they caught him, and then they shot him. But here's where it gets crazy. So it says this: Mac fled eastbound away from the shooters. Montgomery Wilson pursued Mac on foot after crossing the parking lot. Montgomery Wilson shot at Mac from a distance. Mac eventually collapsed on the side of the nearby train tracks. Montgomery Wilson ran over to Mac, stood over him, and executed him. Surveillance footage depicting what transpired attached as Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 2. After killing Mac, Montgomery Wilson fled southbound on foot. Ran camera footage from a nearby residence captured Montgomery Wilson.
Yeah, I seen that too.
111th Street.
Smokey and his wife. We can talk about that too.
Montgomery Wilson, yo.
I got about another hour if y'all fucking with me.
Video recording is attached as Exhibit 3.
I got more in the devotion at 8:30, but you know, I got about an hour to
community
fuck with
center
y'all.
located at 342 West 111th Street. Then captured Montgomery Wilson walking eastbound on 111th Street at approximately 3:30 p.m. So we're gonna just skip on down because police already recovered the AR-556 used in Mac's murder in the backyard of a vacant residence. So they caught the one gun in the bando. After Montgomery Wilson chased down Mac at the Youth Peace Center, security guard stepped into the parking lot. Powell shot him in the leg. Security guard fell back into the Youth Peace Center, and Powell fled westbound on foot. He was on time, though. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, security guard, man, you tripping. You just came outside, no gun raised, no nothing. I would fire you. Surveillance footage depicted Powell fleeing from the scene is attached as Exhibit 4. After Montgomery Wilson, Powell fled, law enforcement searched the abandoned Chrysler 300. Here's where it gets stupid. Inside the car, law enforcement recovered Montgomery Wilson's cell phone, a search of combined
Smokey Robinson and his wife, not just Smokey, they tag team.
Maybe the donor of DNA recovered from the
Tiny and Tip, allegedly.
Laboratory report is attached as Exhibit 5. I like saying laboratory. My bad, John. It's Dexter.
It's a tag on the light skins, man.
Law enforcement also recovered a coffee cup. That makes me the second piece of evidence with DNA attached to it in the Chrysler 300 that had Powell's fingerprints on it. The Illinois State Police Laboratory report is attached as Exhibit 6. During the recorded conversation with CS, Montgomery Wilson told the CS that they killed Max murder by individual A, who is associated with the music label Only the Family, also known as OTF. On February 19, 2022, Montgomery Wilson was arrested by the Illinois State Police for possession of a stolen car in connection with his arrest. Law enforcement seized.
Let me go ahead. This man said he wasn't gonna read. But I guess I'm missing some of the shit.
38 phone. What? Montgomery Wilson. Lil Durk had an interview. The text message exchange are attached as Exhibit 8. That day, Powell texted Montgomery Wilson, stand on that, why you with Durk and them? Damn, bro. This is a little jealousy here. Montgomery Wilson, why you with Durk? February 18th, Powell texted Montgomery Wilson. Did Durk gave you that money? Montgomery Wilson. did not respond. See Exhibit 7. The following day, Montgomery Wilson was arrested by the state Illinois police. On March 2nd, 2022, a Facebook story was uploaded to Montgomery Wilson's Facebook account that depicted Montgomery Wilson holding money while one of the individual's songs, Lil Durk song basically, played in the background and lyrics from the song were displayed over Montgomery Wilson and the money. Montgomery Wilson's Facebook story is attached as Exhibit 9. I'm going to say this. If he say that Durk gave him that money that day, especially since I could have sworn, and I do some research, that Durk had money in that interview, bruh, yeah, it's going to be hard to fight that, bruh, because there's a couple of things that will happen. The feds will take pictures, and they already did it, and y'all can see it in Pooh Shiesty's, basically in Pooh Shiesty's case, where the government took pictures of the money, super enhanced it, looked at the serial numbers on it, and then basically attached Pooh Shiesty when he had to take a picture with some money to money that was found on the ground in the shooting that he had.
Nice
so
shout out.
it's just getting crazy. Montgomery Wilson recorded statements to the CS. On January 6, 2023, Montgomery Wilson was convicted of being a felon in possession of a firearm, 19 CR 1258-201, in possession of a stolen motor vehicle,
OJ Simpson.
CR 497701, in the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois, and sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. While he was in IDOC custody, the FBI arranged to have another IDOC, there go the feds, inmate, the CS, share a cell with Montgomery Wilson for the purpose of recording their conversations. Montgomery Wilson told the CS that he killed Nate, whom he referred to by Mac's nickname, Youngin, to collect the money that had been put out for Mac's murder. Exhibit B to Powell's motion for severance, docket 111.
When has that ever been cool though, man? I mean, you niggas don't learn. Niggas go to jail, a man you don't know, and you just get in that motherfucker and start talking and telling people you committed crimes and murders, and you break that shit down like you stupid.
22520. Sorry, it's really blurred how I'm looking at it. I should just enhance this, but whatever. Matter of fact, let's do this.
Well, but you know what? If a nigga draw clues and tell the word, why wouldn't they tell they said it? That's what they do. They point clues and hint towards this shit and allude towards it and make you, you know, so why wouldn't they go right on in that motherfucker and tell a stranger, yeah, I did it, this how I did it, this why I did it, you know, it makes sense. Yeah, these niggas ain't trying to.
Montgomery Wilson explained that a member of the Risky Road street gang was the inside source for and crazy phone contact with Powell, whom he referred to Powell's nickname, Marley, on the day of Mac's murder. Phone records reflect that on the afternoon of the shooting, Powell was in phone contact with a suspected member of the Risky Road street gang who was present at the Youth Peace Center that day. In the course of discussing that murder, Montgomery Wilson told the CS that he had shot another victim 4 days earlier using an AR and the same car. But Youngin, an older motherfucker, so he was in a little program for feds, shorty. So the whole time he going out, he don't really be talking to motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But shorty and them end up knowing who he was and put their homie on point. And they put Marley on point. So I just dropped Lil Fred off. You feel me? What I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? I just dropped Lil Fred off. Remind you, probably 4 days ago, this same car that I used to fuck dude up, that I was just telling you at Johnson, at an Inglewood 63rd, right? Across from Murder's crib. Nigga with an AR. Bruh. Ain't no way in hell. This guy... Bro, what?
Stupid as
on February 22nd, 2022, two individuals ambushed individual A outside Urban Academy campus located near the intersection of South Princeton Avenue on West 63rd Street. Individual A, who survived the shooting, was subsequently killed in August 2022, reported that prior to the shooting, he had been watching a baseball game at Urban Prep Academy. After he left the game, individual A observed the two shooters get out of the black Chrysler 300 that had been waiting for him in the parking lot. The Chicago Police Department case supplementary report is attached as Exhibit 10, an examination of shell casings from the shooting of individual
So let me say
January 22nd.
Let me say this. Since you say it's cap, right? You think he locked up because they don't have no evidence? I'm talking about period. Zero. You think he locked up because they don't have shit on him. You said everything kept. Okay.
Established that they were fired from the same Ruger AR 5.56 that Montgomery Wilson used to kill Mack on January 27th. During jail recording, Montgomery Wilson explained that he picked Powell up before the shooting.
I'm hoping they don't.
But they man called Marley. Marley got the inside source on. I called Marley. Man, where are you at? Man, I'm at the crib on 103rd on Mike. I'm gonna grab you. Even though I ain't never did shit with him before. I done heard of him getting wild. He ain't got no or nothing. He done got some attempts, you feel what I'm saying? Little fluky shit, but he don't really be getting wild.
This shit, black and white. This nigga said this. I don't know about the other one. I'm saying that I'm saying he in there for nothing.
And 2:05 p.m. that day, the shooting Powell's phone and Montgomery Wilson's phone. Then used cell towers located at the vicinity of the Youth Peace Center between around 2:15 p.m. and 2:22 p.m. as discussed above. Montgomery Wilson.
This could all just be a big mistake.
At around 2:22 p.m., Montgomery Wilson
could it be
remained at the location until it was recovered by law enforcement. Following the shooting,
could Durk be completely, just caught in the middle of some shit?
Had been left behind in the abandoned Chrysler.
During
jail recorded, Montgomery Wilson described pulling into the Youth Peace Center parking lot with Powell and waiting for Mack to come outside. Man, this is insane, man.
I'm just asking for real,
man.
Could he be completely?
This, but I have to. It's stupid and compelling. Am I right or wrong? Y'all hit the like button so we can get a discussion going on in here. The more y'all hit the like button, man, the more that people are going to come up in here, man.
Yeah, the more y'all hit the like button.
Nigga, his homie calling his homie, and we pull up to the lot. They tell us, man, there's an armed security guard. I'm cool on Mike. I tell Marley, nigga, you ain't got to do shit, nigga. Keep the security guard off us, nigga. On my dead knees. Don't you ain't got to do shit, nigga. Make sure the security guard stay in his place, shorty. Keep an eye on the security guard, nigga. We pull up, nigga, on Mike. We waited right there like 20 minutes, nigga. I'm on FaceTime video with Lil Fred, and they, man, keep on FaceTime. I want to hear the shots. I want to hear this shit, nigga. Nigga ain't even supposed to make it that far. Nigga, the only reason he made it that far, folks, I had a big-ass gun, and I really don't want to be trying to shoot from no distance. I'm really trying to get on top of you. Docket number 111 at 15:58, 16:39. At that point, the CS interrupted Montgomery Wilson to ask what kind of gun he used. Montgomery Wilson said he used an ARP, docket number 11. So here you go, right here, brother. Same shit. Montgomery Wilson.
This what they gonna do?
Standard folk with 69 in that piece. Mike, like 3 shots
gotta
out.
detail this shit in, nigga. Remember everything.
Wait until he gets to his car. Your ass tweaking. By the time he gets to his car, that's enough time to get piped. See,
this one of them hood novels I was reading in jail.
Man, well, as soon as he makes it halfway out between our car and his car, bust door down. He already on the car when he first came out the door. CS.
Yeah, I'm in the car reading the shit out
this
this
store. He was on our car when he first came out the door. He looked, we behind tent, car, running. It's quiet, though it's a 300. I'm like, throw the door. Don't. I swing that bitch towards the door because
man, they just showed some video before you got on here. They just showed some images of some shit.
Run back in. By this time, Marley tossing him down. The mentor dude, Montgomery Wilson, huh? CS, the mentor dude. Montgomery Wilson, no, he tossing Youngin down. He tossing down, shorty. So, docket 111 at 16.
Yeah, they showed some images earlier in the video. He showed some images of the niggas running and shit.
Footage shows that as he walked across the parking lot, Mack looked over as the shooters, Chrysler 300, Mack's mentor at the UP Center, was standing by the door. When the shooting began, Mack's mentor ran back inside. During the jail recording, Montgomery Wilson then described how he chased down and killed Mack. I chased him on Mike. As I'm chasing him, shorty, I braced up in the field. Let off 4-5 shots. He never failed. On Mike, he never failed. So I'm like, I don't think I hit him. You get what I'm saying? He steady running though. You feel what I'm saying? He hit though. You can tell he hit. Due to the fact, shorty, you know, you get to losing breath. You get to slowing down on Mike. He got a distance on me. On Mike, I'm on his ass. He fell. On Mike. He cried. He tried to go across the tracks. Fall, nigga. He fall. You know, nigga be scared. He fumbling to get up. He finally get up on Mike. He running on my dead niece. Last time I seen that nigga face, his eyeballs was big, nigga. I'm here, bitch. Come here. He fall, you know. You ain't getting back up after. Pow, 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 pow. Right over. Pow, pow. Headshot. Come here. I'm gone. Docket number 1751, 1847. Argument. The court should deny defendant's motion
You
for
tell a
severance.
person all this,
Contrary to Powell's
and you don't
argument, the
know
admission of
them.
Montgomery Wilson's statements to a cellmate were not
I'm just
testimonial and, as such, do not
Hopefully this
implicate
fake
the
paperwork.
confrontation clause. Instead, the statements
Hopefully
are admissible
somebody
against
took
both
the
defendants at
time
trial pursuant to federal rule of
to
evidence 804.
fix this shit up. You know what I'm saying? To make it look good. And hopefully this is just a hoax. Hopefully ain't nobody did this. Hopefully ain't nobody did this. But this sound like one of them hood novels I used to read. I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker sound better than Animal. It was a junk I read in prison called Animal 1 and 2. He got the grill on that motherfucker like Young Buck. Man, that's a hard hood novel. Then Stain Cotton, that junk hard. But this goddamn paperwork right here.
Or B3.
Motherfucker sound like a novel.
Declares interest. Montgomery Wilson's statements do not implicate the
Like this
confrontation
shit
clause
don't even
because
sound
they were
real.
not testimonial. As statements that Montgomery Wilson made to the CS during the jailhouse recording were not testimonial and therefore do not implicate confrontation clause. The Sixth Amendment's confrontation clause.
Oh, you
provides
got
that
on the
in
phone
all
that said
prosecutions,
this shit.
The accused shall enjoy the right to be confronted with the witnesses against him in Crawford versus Washington 541 U.S. 36 2004.
You got
Supreme
on
Court
the
held that
phone
the
and
confrontation
did
clause
this.
bars the admission of a witness testimonial statement unless that witness is unavailable to testify at trial and the defendant has a prior opportunity to cross-examine the witness. Crawford 541 U.S. at 68.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all go
That's because
subscribe to the
confrontation clause
mods,
applies to
man.
witnesses
I
against the
appreciate 'em.
accused. In other words, those who bear testimony. The confrontation clause does not apply to statements that are not testimonial in nature. Crawford 541 U.S. Act 68 testimonial statements include prior testimony
14
at a
or
preliminary
24.
hearing before a grand jury or at a formal trial.
They go to case number docket.
Statements given in formal
Docket 1125 page case number 00546. Looking a little
such
real
as
to me.
affidavits, declarations, or confessions, or were made under
Shit look a little
circumstances
official
which
to
would
me.
lead an objective witness reasonably to believe that the statements will be available
My
for use at
discovery
a
was
later
thick-
trial. United
thick
States
like
versus Watson. While the Constitution restricts the admission of testimonial hearsay statements, only the rule of evidence restrict the admission of
Nah, he said
non-testimonial
he had a
hearsay
recording
statements.
device.
In Watson,
Okay, he was in the cell with him. That's why he was in the cell with him.
Driving armored car
Hear what
outside
he's
the Chicago
saying.
bank. Watson at the bank. Watson, a bank teller named Australia, Subtle helped facilitate the robbery. Subtle agreed to cooperate with the government. Subtle surreptitiously.
Could that be a play? Like, just say, okay, yeah, the nigga a snitch. So he was in there with a nigga that was already an informant. So then you go in there and you just get to talking freely. So so let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Was he telling him this and the seller was recording this shit, or Durk partner allegedly was on the phone and the seller was just overhearing this? Because I was finna say maybe he was finna go ahead. I don't
Conversation
know.
with Anthony Redmond, during which he made statements that implicated himself and Tracy Redmond in the robbery. Anthony Redmond's recorded statements were admitted at trial, even though Anthony Redmond did not testify. On appeal, Tracy Redmond argued that the admission of Anthony Redmond's recorded statements violated his Sixth Amendment right to confront an adverse witness. The Seventh Circuit disagreed, holding that a statement unwittingly made to a confidential informant and recorded by the government is not testimonial for confrontation clause purposes. The court found that Anthony's private statement to a Confederate, which was secretly recorded, does not fit any of Crawford's broad categories of testimonial evidence. See also Douglas Wilson.
See how much
statement.
longer this shit. It's a lot of okay, I don't know what that is.
Piece of that day at the time Powell's phone was
Okay, this is a phone conversation. We're gonna get back to the phone conversation.
y'all niggas in Chicago
I
been
think he
learning
was telling his seller to get some points, not knowing he recorded him.
And real quick, them LPRs is putting belt to ass. But they man
Okay. Here go the phone.
was telling you at Johnson.
I hear this shit.
So he was in a little program.
We ain't gonna hear
for
no more court
So
shit. No
Matt was
more
enrolled at UP
paperwork.
Center while on federal supervised
Nah,
release.
we're gonna read this though. Here it is.
And they put Marley on point, so I just dropped Lil Fred off. You feel what I'm saying? I just dropped Lil Fred off. Lil Fred was saved as a contact in
They said
Montgomery
they
Wilson's phone.
planted
The cell
a
brand
informant in
extraction
his
report
cell, and they
reflecting the
said
real
all
phone
this
contact
on
in Montgomery
wire.
Wilson's phone is attached as Exhibit 11. Remind you, probably 4 days ago, this is the same card I used to fuck dude up that I just was telling you at
I ain't gonna lie.
at Eaglewood on 63rd, right?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna say this though. Even for Durk to be jammed up in this shit, he bullshitting though. You know, even for him to be jammed up, like I'm gonna be for real though. It's like I get the. You know, but it's one of the mentalities where a nigga want to be the biggest. You know, Durk would try to be the biggest gangster, the biggest BD in a sense. Had to be, because for you to be the one that they trying to tie to this shit, like I'm gonna just say this. They're just like, okay, here you go. They're just like what the nigga said about Dawg. The clip I put up there about the big gang dude, he was like, South Memphis was gonna ride for Dawg. Wooty Woo was gonna ride for Dawg. You know, just out of town talking. But okay, they already got a war going on up there in Chicago about certain shit, right? So I don't think you had to be the one to call the shots. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that shit would have went on anyway. So for you to be one of the biggest rappers in the world and to be still calling point, you bullshit. You know, it's enough niggas on that street level to where you supposed to been, you know, the smackers you got around you ain't supposed to be the smackers. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to have a past of smacking shit now. I can understand that now. That's why you got them around you. But they ain't supposed to be the niggas that's going out here doing shit and getting back around you, and you know some of that shit just don't make sense. Man, that nigga that crazy, man.
Nigga with an AR. Approximately 5 days before Max's murder, two masked men got
Did y'all like the little clip I put on it? Did y'all like the little Coming to America clip I fixed up for him?
Color, make, and model as the car used by Max killers near the intersection South Princeton Avenue
Top of the
and West
morning.
63rd Street in Inglewood, and shot individual aimed with the same AR-556 that was used to kill Mac. License plate reader records reflect that the Chrysler 300 was located approximately 2 miles away from the scene of the shooting about 10 to 15 minutes before it began. The LPR report attached as Exhibit 12. Y'all niggas in Chicago better learn that real quick. Them LPRs is putting belt to ass. But a man called Marley. Marley got inside source on. I called Marley. Man, where you at, man? I'm at the crib on 103rd on Mike. I'm gonna grab you. Cellside records reflect that Powell's phone, Montgomery Wilson's phone, were located in the vicinity of Powell's residence on East 104th Street, respectively.
That's what I was. Who told you? Who told you?
2:05 p.m. on the day of the shooting, after which their phones proceeded to use cell towers.
That's really the part I really talked about though when you said that.
I told on Mike, we pulled up, nigga, his homie calling his homie. Toll records reflect that as the shooters pulled into the Youth Peace Center parking lot at approximately 2:22 p.m., Powell was in the phone contact with a suspected member of the Risky Road Street Gang who was present at the Youth Center Peace Center that day. At the time, Powell's phone was used as a cell phone tower located in the vicinity of the Youth Peace Center. The Youth Peace had an armed security guard. He said, we pull up to the lot. They tell us, man, there's an armed security guard. So, yeah. So this basically is just going through everything. On Mike, I tell Molly, nigga, you ain't got to do shit, nigga, keep the security.
So look, I'm gonna turn this joint around. Before I switch the subject. So, not, you know, we ain't trying to solve it, but we just gonna speak on it just a tad bit. How y'all feeling about this shit though? Like, you know, it's stuff stacking up against Durk. Hell nah, I can't believe the verdict. The verdict is A slap in the face, bro. That's what the verdict is. A slap in the face, man. That shit terrible though. Gotta be Chattanooga. Gotta be you know, a goddamn blue state. Something ain't right. You know, something ain't right. But man, shit. Top of the morning, man. Appreciate it. We just running back Durk in the trial for right now. Durk in the trial. You know, Durk done got hit with some more shit. And it seemed like this is, you know, it's more to this one than the first one. Dude said that shit. Now did Durk pay him? I don't know, Pope. Not the Fed. Nah, I don't got him on no record. It could be one of them joints where, you know, oh, listen. Hold on. You talking about get Chief Davis out of there. You talking about with the cut elbows and shit? No, listen. I told a story on my live, man, a while ago. And I was talking about when the four-wheeler ran over the top of me. And I just was going through some pictures and shit. And I had found a picture from the four-wheeler accident. And when I had the shirt on my head, I had a big-ass tie print on my head. So it wasn't recent, though. That had happened a while back. And I was just saying, you know, I was just saying this what had happened. You know, bringing the visual to one of them stories that I had told. Yeah. When that motherfucker, I was watching that bitch ride over the top of me. Hell yeah. So nah. I still got them cut. Now I ain't do no rehab. I went to the crib, fired up. Shit, went on the back street, fired up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had did. Mine. No, I said that on the bottom of it. I done explained this shit a couple times. If y'all read the comments though, hold on, let me just say this. If you read the comments, I said in the comments, somebody asked me about it, and I said, nah, I didn't just get hurt. I said, that's from an old live that I told about. And I'm just showing the pictures. You know what I'm saying? So listen. What we not gonna do, Blue Ash, we not gonna attack me this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna have devotion in a minute. We not gonna badger me. We not gonna just be overly persistent, you know. Pause for the call. Pump your brakes. You know what I'm saying? Pump your goddamn brakes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Pump your brakes. Don't come here and then he hyping you up and shit. Don't come here with that bullshit. Pump your brakes for real. You can take your ass back to sleep. Nah, you can take your ass back to sleep for real. You know what? I'm having too many problems with you. I'm having too many goddamn problems with you. Nah, I'm finna go back to the I'm having too many problems with you. Damn grandbaby yours, you can wake up. I'm having too many problems with you though. You see that chessboard down there? Ready for a soul. Okay. We finna go to Smokey, man. Smokey Robinson, y'all. We gonna really miss you. That's the, ooh, you see how they hit? That's what I'm finna be we gonna really miss. I miss you, my buddy. I miss you, my friend. I promise to love you. For the rest of
We
my
filed a
life.
complaint against. We filed a complaint against
Then
William
it's a black old
Robinson
drinking
Jr.
ass dude
We
up there.
believe that Mr. Robinson is a serial and sick racist. It must be stopped.
The very man who swooned fans with his music for decades is now accused of sexual assault. But he's not the only one named as a defendant in this shocking
First they
lawsuit.
say,
I'm Elizabeth Miller
yes,
with
now
Law and
they
Crime.
say he
Smokey
broke.
Robinson and his wife Frances are accused of negligence, sexual battery, false imprisonment,
I
and
ain't never
hostile
heard
work
that
environment.
about Smokey.
And those are just some of the claims brought against the
I ain't
legendary
never been
singer
down
by
in the
4
smoke.
women who we only know as Jane Does.
4
The
women.
principal causes of action against Mr. Robinson, in particular, are sexual battery, assault,
They want finna figure out
false imprisonment,
false imprisonment.
gender violence, and creating a hostile work environment.
Hostile.
Obviously, these ladies are identified in the lawsuit as Does, Jane Does 1 through 4, to protect their privacy, since the lawsuit involves sexual misconduct
I thought
of the worst sort.
when you
The
trying to
nearly
do this
30
shit, you
page
gotta
complaint was
come
brought
out.
against Smokey Robinson and his wife Frances Robinson today in Los Angeles Superior Court.
Our 4 clients have a common thread. They're Hispanic women who were employed as housekeepers by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage.
Hispanic, Latino heat.
As low-wage workers in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves from sexual assaults throughout their tenure as employees for the Robinsons.
This nigga know I know he used to listen to Smoking.
Each of their individual claims. I repeat, I will not describe the details of the sexual assaults and rapes because they're too graphic and disturbing for this news conference.
All right.
But you can read them in the complaints that we have provided with many of you today.
According to the court filing, Jane Doe 1 began working for the Robinsons as their housekeeper from January 3rd of 2023 up until February of 2024. She claimed she was forced to resign because Smokey repeatedly sexually assaulted and sexually harassed her. The first alleged incident happened in March of 2023. Jane Doe says she worked on the weekend for the couple. On a Saturday, the complaint says defendant Smokey Robinson would take defendant Frances Robinson to the nail salon and would rush home, knowing that he would be alone with plaintiff JD1, or Jane Doe 1. When Smokey came home, he allegedly would call her into his bedroom, lock the door, escort the couple's dog Shiloh out of the room. He showers, then only puts on his underwear, then would neatly place a white towel on his bed in preparation for what was about to occur. The filing goes on to say Smokey would kiss Jane Doe in her mouth, her neck, and breast. Then he would allegedly roughly penetrate her vagina with his fingers, orally copulate her, then penetrate her with his penis, which caused her great pain. The complaint alleges Smokey enjoyed ejaculating in her without using a condom. Jane Doe says she would resist, and in one attempt to stop him, she said, "You're married," and Smokey casually ignored it. The filing says Smokey allegedly sexually assaulted Jane Doe in that same manner at least 7 times, and the last assault occurred on February 17th of 2024, and she resigned the following week. As for Frances Robinson, Jane Doe 1 alleges she failed to take appropriate action to prevent her husband's conduct, despite having full knowledge of his alleged prior acts of sexual misconduct. According to the filing, he settled cases with other women that have suffered and experienced similar sexual assaults.
His shit scary. You see what I'm saying?
Jane
Like,
Doe 1 also claims Frances
is
perpetuated a
scary.
hostile work environment by regularly screaming at Jane Doe 1. As for Jane Doe 2, she worked for the couple from May 2014 until February of 2020, and only resigned for the same reasons as Jane Doe 1. Jane Doe 2 claims
Damn,
that Smokey
I want
sexually
me some of
assaulted
them
her in the
goddamn
later part of
ass. You know what I'm
2016 when
saying?
they were home alone together. Smokey allegedly texted her
Smokey
asking her to
ass,
meet him
man.
at his home in Chatsworth, which according to the complaint
Man,
was
this shit
without
sound bogus
closed-circuit
right
cameras.
here, man.
He
I ain't
allegedly
doing that.
summoned Jane Doe 2 to the laundry room or garage, where the cameras weren't there. He would grab her and begin penetrating her with his fingers, and then he would allegedly rape her.
What
The
they
filing
got
says Smokey
on? What
allegedly
they got on? What do they got on? He grab him and just penetrate with his finger. Is they walking around this motherfucker naked? Soon as he penetrate with the finger, he going in. So this nigga just, man, listen. He ain't having no complications, huh?
sexually assaulted Jane Doe 2 23 different times.
23.
And would humiliate
So you
her.
deal
Also
with this
allegedly
shit
use
for
a car
23 different times.
with her either. And if she refused, Smokey allegedly would make his wife be mean to her. Jane Doe 2, like Jane Doe 1, says she was unwilling to report due to fear of losing her livelihood, public embarrassment, effects on her immigration status, and because Smokey was a well-known celeb with influential friends and associates. Jane Doe 3 allegations are very similar. She worked from Smokey from February of 2012 until April of 2024. He would allegedly do the same bedroom ritual, including showering, placing a towel on his bed, then would allegedly force Jane Doe 3 to lie face down on the towel and would penetrate her. The complaint alleges Smokey Robinson raped Jane Doe 3 in the same manner at least 20 times. On one occasion, Jane Doe 3 allegedly resisted the singer, and Smokey allegedly offered her $500 to allow him to orally copulate her, which she refused. She claims she resigned from her job in April of 2024.
Man, hell yeah. This shit ain't nothing, man. Them folk bullshit. This shit, that folk bullshit was smoking, man. Bunch of bullshit.
All right, y'all. So the next.
Yeah, folk bullshit was smoking, man. There was one more joint I wanted to show you. I probably saw this shit already though. I saw the little arrest of damn, what I can't spell. Hold on, god damn. Ah, but there you go right there anyway. What I was spelling, Jay.
A fun and easy way to make cash. Sign up directly on the app. Use your own hours. Get paid to
Y'all seen this shit about the turkey hood? I'm pretty sure y'all seen that about the turkey hood too, right?
100% of
That's in the paddy wagon. So this how they came to get young boy though. They just dropped a little arrest, and when they came to get in their young boy,
Hey, when do you want to keep eyes long?
they pulled up like
However you book
like
your
Call
hotel.
of Duty.
First check Kayak to see what lots of people say about where you're planning to stay.
Lean Avenue. I ain't even read her green card. She must got her green card now. Right. Come on. Crash out by the green card. The worst I ever heard about Smokey though was that he used to do drugs. I ain't never just really heard nothing bad about him.
Please move your vehicle now. Please move your vehicle now.
Mulanzo.
On the radio. Whatever's on the radio.
We'll wait for further instructions.
Waiting for the instructions.
Next thing got the green card and started tripping. Man, started tripping. Ready to move on. I wonder how old were they? Man, they some. Now we ain't trying to, you know, if it happened, the smoker did wrong. But smoking is 70, 80 years old. If you letting this old man take advantage of you like that, I mean, I know they say men have old man strength, but damn. Man, cut it out.
Stay right there.
Watch him out your left side.
Where's the other one?
We got two right to the left, I think.
Yeah, one's right there.
Police for the search warrant.
That's how the police are in Utah.
Put your hands up, do it now.
Might as well tell these guys to disarm themselves.
That's what I'm saying. And I said he ain't having no complications. She said, hey, come on man. That's over 100 times on these women.
White Tahoe?
Whoever knew they sell black chicken, folks.
Here at Southern Tahoe. Police for a search warrant. Occupants of 9635 East
I ain't know nothing about no black chicken.
Put your hands up, do it now.
For the back.
Anybody ever been the police don't bump down on them? Not like this in this regard, in this sense, but like have they ever broke out the paddy wagon for y'all?
Police for a search warrant. Occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive. Come to the front door, do it now.
Stand by for now.
I told y'all about the time they brought the paddy wagon to the
This is
neighborhood,
the police with a search warrant. Occupants of 9635.
and we all went down. It was Blue Crush Day.
Hands up, do it now.
Military time for you. This shit crazy.
Got Tracy down, security guard down there. If they want to make a phone call into there.
But on some real shit, that shit be funny when you get locked in with your partner though. When they break out the paddy wagon like they did. It's about 10 of y'all in there motherfuckers. On some petty shit too. I'm talking about that shit so petty. They came and slammed up and they thought. They thought, man. They just slammed up. Come on, it's Blue Crush Day.
Is he coming from the rear?
Yes.
Hey, with them being compliant, are you okay with us opening the back of this and disarming them so you guys can pick it up?
Man, make sure y'all go check out Miss Tamila that. She got a good story. Look at that folks hopping out there with these goddamn ARs and stuff.
Hey, just watch this Suburban. Hey, Durk, just watch this too.
These folks ain't finna have no shootout with y'all. Shake their ass,
I don't
man.
want him because I'm using it to cover that for now.
This shit crazy, man.
That's good, thank you.
No, they watch a lot of TV and videos.
I've got one, I've got an appendix carry and I've got a shoulder harness.
They know who he is. So in knowing who he is, y'all think he finna just, I know you don't know, but damn, he finna crash out and have a shootout with y'all? That'd be a way to embarrass a motherfucker too, though.
Now turn back on the street. Stop right there.
Hold that. I can see him from here. You want me to call him? Hey, keep on him. Hold on. Just keep him there.
hands up for me.
Hey, one of you want to keep eyes low?
It's another young nigga that needs to sit down.
Okay, let's.
Bro, just.
Anybody in the message, come out the front door and do it now.
He need to be trying to dig a goddamn tunnel in Grave Digger Mountain.
Come outside, do it now.
A cave. Why are they on young boy like that? No, this is what got him locked up. This when he got locked up.
All right, his wife and kids are out now.
Where's suspect at?
Right here.
I got him. We're gonna start calling him back, okay?
You want me to call him? What's his name? What's his legal name? What is it?
Mr.
I
Golden.
don't think so, man. I hope so. He said he on that medicine. But what if he don't take that medicine? He gotta take that medicine.
Covered and everything.
He sucking flash the fuck out and don't take it. You heard me, so shit.
Who we have?
What's his legal name?
Cantrell. Do me a favor, walk towards me. Man, you stay there.
His part is paperwork. Damn, for real.
Good, stop right there, turn around. Face away from me.
What kind of medicine he on?
Thank you. Walk back to the sound of my voice. Just like that, thank you. Keep coming.
So calm me down, shit.
Perfect, okay. Keep coming. Heads on top of your head. On top of your head. There we go. Hey, Mr. Golden.
I'm saying he got his own mountain up under there. I would definitely have my own cave.
Engineer and your brother? What's your brother?
You know, like I say, some calm down medicine. Oh, okay.
Is it? Okay, Mr.
You know, we call it calm down medicine, man.
Alright, thank you, man. Go ahead and put it behind your back.
Stop right there for me, please.
Let me know when you're ready for
He up there dressed like him, fuck you talking about.
search warrant.
Shit I have on.
Stand by. Yeah, he's just being detained. I don't know. Let's come this way over here.
I think this was where they was going to get the scripts and shit like that.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking,
You might come over here. They just make sure you're out there.
Any occupants remaining in the house. 9635 East Maple Drive. Come to the front door, your hands up, do it now. This is a place with a search warrant. We are not leaving. Come to the front door with your hands up, do it now.
We are not leaving.
He say he just got a search warrant.
Stop right there. Person in the black outfit. Turn around 360 degrees.
Huh?
Stop.
Shit, my wife got it.
Red jacket, turn around. Lift your jacket, baby. Thank you. Stop.
Yeah.
Hey, come over. We're not going to be talking to
Stand
you.
by, wait for the instructions from the officers.
Hey, guys, black jacket, walk towards me. Keep those hands up. Guys, red jacket, take that, all right?
Camera off them.
Hey, did we say we can put these kids in the bear cat with no shoes on? No, we're not. We're not going to get in this car. We don't know what's in there.
Shake ass police off. Y'all out there 15 deep. Got that man kids standing on the ground. It's snow outside. Baby girl ain't got no shoes on.
Okay, we want to come in this car? Sprinter? Alright.
Hey, turn allowed to get in there?
Who's that?
Turn allowed?
Yeah, we're gonna get these guys out and get you in. For sure.
Look, they got another van full of stuff. Fuck you talking about? Right, like, they needed all these people. What was finna go on?
Everything opened up, man. Everything open, I go for my saves.
We won't. We will work 100%.
You say everything open up, man. I'm breaking this shit.
Actually, let's do this. Let's have you hold on. If you don't want stuff broken, let's have you stay up here and at least get them in a nice warm.
Got all the damn police officers, man.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on. He's gonna turn it on.
Tim, you want to keep them up here in case, once we do secondaries?
You got keys and stuff? If we need them? Not on yet? Everything's open.
Everything open. You know, waiting on it. Everything open.
I want one on the front. I want
Everything open.
I only got two, so if you have
Who just leave they safes and shit open, you know?
bring it back up to the center. Never.
Stupid. SWAT. Police.
Alright, do you want to load everyone else up in there? Or?
You too? You guys want to go hop in there? We're going to drive down to the bottom.
And we're going to get all our stuff back?
Absolutely.
Look at this. They not cuffed up though. They not cuffed.
Hey.
But the black guy's cuffed.
Jason.
That don't even make no goddamn sense. I guess I'm the cameraman.
We
They
talked
ain't
about
not supposed to be in cuffs, right?
Only because he said if there's anything that, rather than breaking anything, we'll make sure we have access to
We
everything.
can probably bring it back up. Yeah, once we down first.
Okay.
Bye, whatever.
Alright.
Show your ass out of here.
You copy that. We're not going to break anything.
Let's take two more.
Like I got to hold my first in.
Alright, there you go. Sorry.
That don't even make sense though. They got the white boys uncuffed. And then in the two
Brady, you come
the
with
three
us?
guys, the three black guys cuffed up.
Alright.
Nobody know got what bodyguard.
Alright, we're good.
Man, goddamn boy look like bodyguard. What that white boy that was riding on their horse? That ain't him. Can't be no bodyguard, man. Boy don't look like that.
We'll make sure you get a copy as soon as we get out of here.
Shit. Could be wrong, but
There's Sam.
okay.
Alright, we'll get you out one at a time. Make sure no one falls.
So they about to search his house. I haven't watched the whole thing. I really fell asleep on this shit.
Anyone that's not in cuffs is gonna get easier. Ma'am, you wanna take your kids? Okay.
So he got white boy bodyguard. They walk with him. He got the white boy, the white man that ride the horse. He walked the ranch and shit. He ain't got home with them.
Stand by.
He ain't playing this shit.
Hey, will you grab You got this guy here?
I just said, okay. Oh, it's the one that be on the horse. Okay.
I got you. You good? Yeah.
He's got slides and he's got slides. If it's different, see what's more we can throw.
Move on here. Thank you.
Are they about to search his house or what?
Once we get you over there. What's the channel?
You got a little bit left.
1 second, let me get the slides.
Is it? Can you tell me your name really quick? Is it? I don't want to say it wrong. Okay.
That wasn't Mayweather's daughter right there, though, right? That was his other baby mama, or wasn't that Mayweather's daughter? Euro, what's going on, man? I seen you, Kyler, but you know I was on this joint. Excuse me, top of the morning, man. We got to YB when he got arrested. Tyree Dicker Verdi, Lil Durk. We went through smoking, they like they trying to frame smoking, man. You know, we ain't care to talk about this shit no more. Like they trying to frame smoking.
Alright, man.
Is that Yaya Mayweather?
Yeah.
Love him?
Alright. I'll help you.
Happy Thursday, BigTruDat. Appreciate sunflower. Nah. Okay.
We're going back up.
Probably.
That's a good
All them goddamn police, man. So this is the police station?
Yeah, I think you can actually go all the way around the barn.
Barn.
It might be tight.
That mud right there with these things. Back out to the road.
Are you last one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is this YB Estate? I thought they pulled him over driving.
We got TJ?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, back him up.
90.9. Can you back up all the way to the road?
Some hope, yeah.
Or would you rather turn around?
I think I'll just turn around.
Alright,
Go around.
you turn around. Go ahead.
Matt might be going up too. We can just. Are you guys going up?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be easy then.
I don't think this YB house right here. He on his land still. Okay.
You just said pull to the drive there.
Okay.
You guys helping it? Yeah. I'm gonna see you up here.
That's a firefighter mentality right
No
there.
police department. This is spot on his property. Okay.
As long as you're looking at me.
Damn, how many acres he have? See why he need motherfuckers riding around there and patrolling.
Urban stuff, right?
We're clear.
Alright, man.
Yep, we're done. Go, go, go.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Porta potty out there and shit. I just saying,
Hello, Moto. Stop dreaming, start booking. Your next trip is just a deal away on Priceline. Priceline.
So your job expects you to be on time for work every day, but wants you to just wait 2 weeks for your paycheck? If you need $100 to make it through the day, you are not alone. There's this app I love called Earnin, and with it, you can get up to $750 in between paydays. It's your pay, your pace. You just verify your identity, spin this.
Turn your kitchen into a restaurant.
Ready, chef.
With Kraft Signature Shrimp.
Sorry, chat.
Amazing melt, rich
Sorry,
flavor.
chat.
Craft together a restaurant quality meal in your home.
Thank you, chef.
They want to search them too? Oh, my bad. Okay, they back up there. So is this the house right here? Yeah, this the house right here. I see the court and shit.
So that's how it's there's no hole
Green cheese, grilled cheese, it really is. It really is.
They want you to go upstairs, there's a couple clubs
That damn CBD just had me feeling in love. Man, weird.
Hey, is Colby here still? Have you guys, one of you guys hop in with Kyle and
I hate when they be going to a person shit though and really don't be showing their house
we're
though.
having 3 or 4 go to the right,
You know,
the right side.
regardless, they could show the outside. They could show just when they go to the inside.
North Davis is going to then clear the garage portion. We're going to clear right, and then we're going to go upstairs and help them clear the rest of it upstairs. Okay. So he kind of
It's definitely grilled cheese.
So you guys are going upstairs. As soon as we go up, run upstairs.
I was in the grocery store yesterday. I forgot to grab some eggs. That's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna grab me some eggs and make me a whole steak, steak, eggs,
Eskimo yurt. Well, Matt's Kyle initially. Now holding right. Holding right. What do you got here?
See that could go in.
Ready. Flow to the left.
Got drones and shit. Let's see. Do they actually go in?
We got 4. That's,
Yeah.
take it? Yeah, it's just a bit over that.
I got open the left, close the door right after, and then open the door.
Let's slide it right. Hey, what if, let's just notify him and let's pop this elevator first. We're not passing it. Just stand by. Bravo 1, Bravo 7. Are you okay if we push this elevator button and open it and clear it real quick? Stand by. Yeah, we're good. I'll just pull it. Oh yeah. Mind to push it. Push it open. Push it open towards us. Slide it? Slide. No, you can see hinges. It's an opening.
I think I'm going to
He's coming on.
Man, listen, y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in every morning, coming through, fucking with me, joining me for the live. Sorry I didn't do it last night. I was asleep. Unfortunate sentence when it comes to Tyree Nichols. Definitely once like I said, once again, condolences to his mama, the family. You would have thought the video alone, would get justice for his family. Once again, sometimes when shit be corrupt, it just, the corruption run deep. You know, the corruption run deep. In the case of Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? According to the paperwork, it's a sticky situation. It's a sticky situation. You know, just gotta see how it turn out. Like for real, you gotta see how it turn out, man. But make sure y'all stay blessed. Have a good day. Be smooth. Stay safe. You know, keep tuning in. Don't tune me out. And shit, I'm out of here. Check out that interview with Dr. Tamila too. Stories of the International Coalition Trafficking of Children. You know, from Memphis. Definitely enjoyed the interview. So, we out of here. Time to get ready for the work day.